Time now for your forewarned weather with Cedric Haynes.
All right, folks, happy Tuesday. Let's get you out the door talking about our Monday afternoon first because, man, we got a deluge of rainfall in some spots. Kanab picking up over a half an inch. St. George, nearly a half an inch of rainfall yesterday. Enterprise, almost 3/10 of an inch, and we had almost a quarter of an inch in Bryce Canyon. So I'll tell you what, this was some good rainfall in areas that really do need the moisture. So we love to see it, and you may not be done for this week just yet. So that's also something to look forward to. Also, we had some nice photos sent in of just some beautiful sunsets yesterday because not everyone had the bad weather. Some of us had some really nice weather, especially into the afternoon, evening hours. Here's a couple of shots sent in here. This is from Cade Myers, and then this is another one from Monica Myers here showing us the Payson area. A beautiful sunset showing up there. And then Mark sending in a great shot here from Cedar City. And here we go from Magna. Look at that beautiful sunset there, mostly clear skies as we saw some refreshing air moving in behind that front that made its way across the northern half of the state yesterday. So today, as we look at your weather headlines, now we've got the unsettled weather for southern Utah, but I do want to say the chances of rain today in southern Utah much lower than yesterday. But I also want to tell you that the chances for rain for southern Utah tomorrow will be going up quite a bit as we go into your Wednesday. So a drier today, but don't be fooled. The rain chances return in earnest as we go towards your Wednesday. Now, along with that, we're talking about some much cooler weather invading the state here as we go into the next couple of days. So yeah, we're going to be talking about at or below average temperatures here across northern Utah. And then we're going to be watching out again for that slight chance of some flash flooding as we see those heavier downpours returning across southern Utah. All right, temperatures out there. You'll notice this, folks, when you step out the door this morning, anywhere from, let's say, about 10 degrees to 20, 25 degrees on average, cooler than yesterday at this time. So it is definitely going to feel better than it did yesterday when you stepped out the door. We've got temperatures starting off in the 40s and 50s across most of the state as opposed to those 60s and 70s. So a big change there. Now, the radar is quiet, some scattered clouds from Price back down to Cedar City, but nothing that's going to cause too much consequence out there. Overall, drier air is filtering in across most of the state, but this low pressure to our south will still keep a slight chance of an isolated shower across far southern Utah. Better chances return Wednesday with that second low pressure. Let me time it out for you with Futurecast. Notice as we go into this afternoon, most of the state is quiet. Again, I can't rule out some of this moisture in Arizona sneaking into far southern Utah later today. But notice as we go into your Wednesday, that's when we start to reload the pattern again and we see more widespread moisture with some heavier downpours stretching across areas along and south of the I-70 corridor here with the potential of some heavy rain and some isolated flash flooding again with any of this activity as it moves through. And then notice Thursday and into Friday, we're going to see the chances of rain sneaking farther north, potentially reaching the Wasatch Front by Friday. But between now and then, we'll see off and on unsettled weather across far southern Utah where we have the best chances of picking up some of the heavier rainfall, anywhere between a quarter to a half an inch on average, with some localized spots picking up maybe closer to an inch of rain. Now, once we get past this weather pattern going into the rest of this week, the weekend into next week, we get a Rex blocks to develop. What does that mean? It's a stagnant pattern. High pressure, low pressure, basically rotate around each other, and we don't see much change. So that's going to mean hotter and drier conditions building in as we get towards the end of the weekend heading into next week. So something to think about there. St. George, low 90s for us as we go throughout your Tuesday. Otherwise, mid 80s with a good chance of scattered storms returning on your Wednesday, and we'll keep that chance around through at least early Friday. Then it's dry and hot as we go into the weekend as those triple digits return. The Wasatch Front, those 70s out there for your Tuesday and the Wednesday. Otherwise, we'll introduce a chance of rain late Thursday and the Friday, followed by drier conditions and warmer conditions for the end of the weekend heading into next week.